Hello. Good grief, I lost track of time. It's 2 o'clock. My goodness. Where does time go? I don't know. I don't leave my windows open, so I know it doesn't fly right out the window, but it goes somewhere. It is 2 o'clock, or it's 1:59, so I'm gonna wait just 1 minute, and hopefully we'll see some numbers popping on. Here we go. Welcome everybody to Stampin' All Day with Bev, Tuesdays to be continued. Today I am continuing on with Christmas banners. I need to get situated. I literally just ran in right now. Oh my goodness. So I need to take a deep breath and chill. Hello Bev, hello Carol. Thank you ladies for being here once again. Can always count on you lovely ladies being here. Hope all is well. It is 2 o'clock now, so I do not need to mess around. Hi, Jean. We can just get started. Hi, Diane. There you are. Now, Diane, don't go abandoning me for that beautiful castle you live in. I'm just teasing you. I know there's a lot of work. When we moved here, it was a lot of work, and with a big new house like you have, it takes a while to get situated, and all the gorgeous things you're doing to your house. I'm so happy for you, but I'm happy to see you're here today. So I'm just going to turn you down and get started, and here we go. Hey Karen, welcome. You too. See, these two ladies moved, and so they are busy getting situated in their beautiful new homes. And so I'm so honored that they have the time to stop in. Maybe just taking a little break or something, and gonna have some time with me here, some good time with me here. All right, so I could not change my camera again, so if you would sprinkle, please. If you know anybody that you think might be interested in watching my lives or my replays, please send them my way. I would appreciate that. And I'm just going to do my housekeeping real quick. My name is Beverlee Morales. I think everybody that's here right now knows that I'm from Tracy, California. But in case you need October's host code, there it is. You can shop with me at beverleestamps.stampinup.net anytime you'd like, 24/7. And you can also visit my YouTube channel at Beverlee Morales Stampin' Up. If you want to chit-chat in any way, shape, or form, email me at mofun44@icloud.com. Hello, my buddy Patty. Welcome. I forgot the prize of the month just to show that. Fitting florets. Oh my goodness. Okay, I've got all 3 of the projects ready for that class. That's an online class that is online on November 19th at 10 a.m. And I'm working on my cutting all the packets. And so if you've already signed up, your packets are getting finished. But I'm real excited to tell you that the little gift I give for all my classes is, let me see, what category? Okay, I'm going to say beautiful. Hey, Kawami, how are you? Hi, Sharon. I'm sorry that you're second, but you know, he's just special. Anyway, so the prize that comes along, or the gift, not the prize, the gift that comes along with the framed florets class, or fitting florets class, is just beautiful. I'm just about finished with those 2, so I've been a busy little person here lately, and that's probably why I was running a little bit. I wasn't late, but I was almost late. So here is the October prize. If you place an order with me this month, you will have your name entered into a chance to win these beautiful, I always forget what they're called, gold adhesive swirls. Yes, you do understand. My poor little, my granddaughter, Courtney, and her husband, Christian, they have 2 little girls, Capella and Luna, and Courtney is pregnant again. She's due anytime. She's due the 30th of this month. So when they come over, poor things, I feel so bad because we go running to the babies, to the little girls, and you know, pick them up, swirl them around, hugs, kisses, giggles, da-da-da-da, and mom and dad just stand there and we're like, oh, hi guys. So babies always come first. Isn't that funny? So just a little reminder that if you want in the Fitting Florets class, you still have a little time, but I am making the packets, so let me know right away so I can invite you to that online class. Or if you'd like to come in person, you're welcome to do that, November 18th. That's a Friday at 1 o'clock. Hi, Judy. Let's see, what else do I have to say about that? I think that's all I have to say about that. So today we are working again with this set, the bundle, Christmas banners on page 11 of the current mini. Here it is right here. It has 3 beautiful banners. It has a lot of foliage and sprigs, hollies, berries, and sentiments, all great to build what I call clusters. So I literally build clusters and then set them aside and create with them after they're built. So I want to show you what that's all about. I showed you on Sunday a box. Here it is. And this is the one I actually made on Sunday, and I forgot to use the aqua painters. So see the difference in the banners once you use the aqua painters. This one's stark white and this one's blended in. And then today I'm going to add a little bit of gold. See this gold here? If you just want like a little gold berry or a little gold dot, I'm going to show you how to do that on this box real quick. And I'm going to tell you who won this box. Before I do that, sitting next to me are 2 darling cards. Look at this. I got snail mail from my friend Liz. And this is the cutest little card ever. I just love those witches' hats. I did not get this set, but I sure wish I did. It's so, so cute. Absolutely. So thank you so much, Liz. And then one of my followers and a person that's on here a lot, Olive, you may see her name. She bought one of my kits left over from open house, and she sent me this adorable card. It made me giggle out loud. It says, "You've put a spell on me." Isn't that sweet? So she just put a really cute note in here. And so I just love that card as well. Hello, Debbie. Okay. So let's finish up this little box with the things I didn't do on Sunday. So here's the differences, the banner. So this one came out really perfect, but when you stamp, if it's lighter in areas, you can take your aqua painters and you can just make sure the tip of your brush is moist and then just run it across the banner, and you will color in and make that difference. So, you know, I stamped this on Sunday, so it doesn't make a difference on how long your stamped image has been sitting. You can still make the ink bleed with an aqua painter if you're using just the standard Stampin' Up ink pads. And you just color it into your little heart's desire. And that's how easy that is. So if you do not use a Stamparatus, Miracle of All Miracles, I remembered the name of it today, and get a perfect image, you can blend in, or if you just like the extra color, you can just blend in with these aqua painters. That easy. Now, I'm going to tell you though, if let's say I used another color ink for the sentiment, be careful that you don't touch, hey Pamela, both colors at one time, and that you clean off your brush before going to another color. Otherwise, you will murk those 2 colors. They'll blend together and then you'll have a different look. Okay, so that's all there is with the aqua painters. Very simple. So you may like it better with, you might like it better without. Who won this box, by the way? Let's see. Deborah French. So Deborah, I don't think I have your address. My book's right here. I will look after the live. Hi, Wanda. But if I don't have it, please send it to me before Sunday, and I will send you a packet because this is kind of bulky. So I'll send you a completely scored cutout box. All you have to do is put it together, and the cluster, so you can put your box together and have one, okay? So congratulations to you. Okay, now the gold in this box. I don't know if you've thought of this in the past or not, but the gilded leafing just really sticks to anything that's sticky. Basically, that's what you tell yourself. This gilded leafing will stick to whatever's sticky. So you can use heat and stick powder is what most people do. I use the liquid mono glue. I like a long, nice strip of gold using my tear and tape. And then right now, I am just going to use a mini glue dot. So if you had not thought of that, I'm going to say it again. Remember that the gold leafing will stick to anything that is sticky. So if you have an item that you want to fancy up with some gold leafing, just add sticky to it somehow, whichever method you'd like, and then the gold leafing will go on. Now, the gift I'm giving for the Fitting Florets online and in-person class has some of this on it, and it's absolutely stunning. I love it. So you'll see my can was full and high, but it lasts, this leafing lasts forever and a day unless you spill it or blow it around. So with what I'm teaching you, you'll manage it well. Hi, Phyllis. So I just put it on a mini glue dot. Then I'm going to press with my finger to make sure it's sticking to the mini glue dot. Hi, Cindy. And then you can choose to take, where is there it is, my toolbox. I'm going to go to my little toolbox that has the paintbrush in it, the embossing tray. It has this little brush, and you can just brush away because it's only going to stick to the mini glue dot. I have a sponge that I keep in my container. It's a little bit rougher, but these are so small, so it gets it off faster. But these are so small that I'm just going to take my time. Oops, I had a berry come off. Glad it happened here. I'll have to remember to glue that down better. Oh, this is mine. I'm going to send the winner a whole new one. But look at that. See the difference? So the gilding can be used in little tiny spots or to cover more areas, whichever you want to do. Just don't sneeze. Don't use your heat tool around the gilding, and make sure you cover it when you're done. Okay, so that's a little hint for you, tip for you for the gilding. Now this is what it looks like when I'm making clusters. I showed you on Sunday how to add the berries onto dimensionals. So here's 4 berries for 4 clusters. I have 5 on these, but you can do a mini dimensional and do 3 if you'd like. The holly leaves look really cute with either one. So I cut out 4 hollies to make 2 clusters today, and then some more of the sprigs that are in the set. Now these are what I call the solid. They don't have a stamp to match them, and these have a stamp in the set that then you can stamp them and cut them out. But I did all that in advance because if you watch Sunday's replay, you'll see all of that in that replay. The other thing I used on one of the cards is the music. I don't know what the actual name of this folder is. I didn't write it down. I didn't print out my little thing that I normally do. But it's the one with the music notes on it. I love that for Christmas. It just gets me in the Christmas music spirit. Okay, so I also cut out some banners. This is one of the banners, and this is one like I used on Sunday. And then I have a cluster built here already. Hi, Annie. So there's one banner I didn't use just because I didn't think about it. This banner here. Okay, so there's 3 banners. All right. Now, do you remember when, or if you watched my paper pumpkin pop-up or my paper pumpkin alternative live, I talked about hoarding the cutouts that came in this kit. Now, I'm going to tell you, for the first time ever, I have 2 envelopes left in this kit, and that's it. Well, my stamps and my ink, of course, but all the cards are made, and all the snowflakes are used, and I was hoarding these because they're so beautiful, and I thought I might want them for a non-Christmas card. But then I started making these clusters, and I thought the elegance of these that came in our paper pumpkin would be spectacular. So here it is laid on one of the paper pumpkin cards, and I'm going to have to cut out another piece of crumb cake because this is the last card I have. I literally have used them all up. So I'm going to build a card using this base. Because I have a cluster, which is, I've got a lot of, Mary Melody, there's my Vanna. Bev, thank you so much. That's the name of the folder. Hi, Donna. They make nice shakers too. Oh, I haven't seen them as a shaker yet. So I'm just putting some green glue. And layering it on top. That just gives us a lot of texture, but it sets up for a nice base. Then you can take your cluster and you can arrange it on that base on dimensionals, and you've got a really pretty card. Now, if you've had your clusters made in advance like I do, you're almost done. Yes, it took some time to make your clusters, that's for sure. But again, I told you, I sit at my table with my mom and Ken watching either a baseball game or a program we want to watch, and I put my clusters together. So I can't sit still. I just can't sit still. My hands have to be busy. So there you go. In the kit, also the paper pumpkin kit, Yeah, that's a good idea, Bev. Bev is saying Stampin' Up! Demonstrators have what's called on our website a sandbox, and we can put suggestions in that sandbox, and Stampin' Up! Listens, and she's saying maybe they can have a die like this, and I think that's a great idea. So here is the snowflakes that came in the paper pumpkin kit as well, and I just thought with a cluster, and for the iridescent shine and shimmer, I made this card really easy. Now all I have to do is line the inside. I like to line the inside of my cards and then stamp that however I wish. So there's card number 1. Now I have to cut a piece of crumb cake. Let's see, that card was landscape, so let's see, I'll build a cluster and we'll do portrait. So for a portrait card, I'm going to take the 8.5 side of my cardstock and place the end of that at 4 1/4. So I'm cutting the cardstock in half. Then I have 2 card bases. Then I'm going to flip it to 5 1/2, that's half of 11. And I'm going to go to my scoring blade, and I'm going to go back and forth and score that, and then flip it back on itself and have my card base. The next thing you need to do is take your bone folder and burnish. Okay, Now I'm looking at this. I'm going to do it off camera. Yeah, I have to turn this landscape. I can't do portrait like I was thinking because I've got something prepped and it's going to go landscape style. All right, so this is also for the paper. Hi, Rosemary, from the Paper Pumpkin kit from October, but I backed it with some red, the red and white glimmer paper. So in this pack, 6x6, there's white glimmer and there's red glimmer. This is in the mini, and this design is in the Paper Pumpkin. So look how pretty that looks on crumb cake cardstock. So you can just keep your Paper Pumpkin items going and going and going by adding things like this to them. Adding other product that you have in your stash to the Paper Pumpkin kit. I was shocked that my Paper Pumpkin kit the box has tissue, which I will put in my tissue case, and it has 2 envelopes and then some little banners and things that I have not used yet. But all the cards are gone. Now this is a really pretty base, don't you? Do you agree? You love the Stampin' Up cutter so much. I do too. I do too. It's a really, really nice one. So now you choose your banner. And the first thing I do is I put on the dimensionals to build my cluster. And then I set this just kind of randomly wherever I think it might go. And where do I want my holly? I think I'm just going to put it there. Now remember, my clusters are sitting here already on dimensionals, so I just had to pick them up because they will not stick to my silicone mat, and stick them down. So now I'm going to build my holly there. Take the 2 leaves that I've got cut out, and you remember what I told you on Sunday for the holly. I have the holly image looking at me. Hi, Marcia. Because I'm going to set these hollies down onto the banner. So I want them to stick that way. And you can decide, do you want it like this? Do you want it like this? I think on this one I'm going to do it like this. So look at how Christmassy we're getting. All right, so to make my life easier, now I'm taking the images and I am turning them so the images are face down, and I'm just going to stick them to a mini glue dot. Hi, Sherry. I wondered where one of them went. One belonged right here. It came off on my finger. Okay. Don't want this to get too long and it's just too hard to handle. Starts to fight with me and I don't like fights. Okay. So this takes a minute to get these all down. But then when you're ready to use them, now these have a front and back too, so I want the front facing down. This is the boring part. Just sticking these all down, but I really think it's worth it that you have them all down and then you don't have to worry about it. I just realized my dryer's on. If you hear something, that's my dryer. Washing sheets today. Okay, so I don't need every single one of these. Although, if I put every single one down, then I'm ready for more than 2 clusters. All right. I'll put these hollies down too. And the hollies are facing me. I know I repeat myself, but I do that so if you missed it the first time, you might grasp it the second time. All right, I like to start with the darker images first. Wonder if there are refills kits for this paper pumpkin. I haven't heard of them so far. So now I just start to build. I'm going to get off the dimensional though. And just grab different sprigs. Oops, turn it around, facing the right way. And I see that this one needs a couple of holes poked out. Hi, Debbie. Okay, and then take one more. And we're going to come over here and start to build this way. Let's take a stamped image. And see why I have them. Now the other thing you're going to want to do is you have your card base here. So you want to make sure wherever you're sticking these that they're not going to go wider or off your card so they don't fit in your envelope. You want them to fit in your envelope. And let's see, I think I want one more of these guys right here. So I went ahead and used my paper pumpkin card bases that I thought I was going to hoard forever and a day and used them up. Okay, so once you get, now you can just keep adding and adding the foliage you want until you get the look you want. So I'm on a dimensional right there, so I'm going to pull off the backing. That'll add extra stickum there. Pull these all off. Now what I would normally do is I would just build my clusters and set them aside, but since you're watching, I have a card ready for you. So that quickly, we have two cards because we use the paper pumpkin bases. And I wish I had, I think I have one snowflake somewhere roaming around here, just one. So I can't pile them like this, which I really like. This is 3 of them. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Right off the top of my head, I didn't see that. So you could stick this one. I really like them. I really like the snowflakes along with these clusters. So if you have a snowflake punch or other snowflake dies, you could add them with your clusters like that. Okay, so there's card number 2. All right, let's go to Evening Evergreen base. This one's going to be portrait style. Thank you, Marcia. And I used the Melody folder like I said. I did that in advance. Cherry Cobbler. Now this is a very traditional card, but hi Rhonda. I love the 2 colors together. I just think it's very rich and traditional. So I'm going to put this base down. The card is 4 1/4 by 11, and this base, this layer piece, is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. Then I took a piece of gold, and it's 3 1/4 by 3 3/4, and I also used the same folder. So before I put that down, and I used the coordinating ribbon, open weave evening evergreen ribbon on there too. Made a bow. So now I have to find my other sentiment. Christmas wishes. And you guys know what we're going to do. We're going to build a cluster. Yeah, wonderful snowflakes. That's a good idea. You can get those and then add them. Okay, so leave the paper on. Now this one was lighter on the edges when I stamped it. So using your stamp apparatus with this set might be a good idea. Or you could use the technique that I talked about with your aqua painters and just blend in your colors and make it look more watercolor look. Okay. Oh, I like it a little darker there. That one's dark, so if I pick up the color from here and transfer it over here, that'll work. Hi, Eva. Clean off your brush before you put it back. Okay, so I have quite a few of these left, but I'm going to use the ones I have on my mini glue dot. And I did not even go into gold and silver, but these would be beautiful cut out with gold and silver here and there. Sunday I showed you how to do one of these in brown, so it's just more realistic. Okay, I need some berries. Let's try a smaller berry. Where should we put our berries? Now I would block the words. Let's put it over. No, it's got a bow there. So when I'm not sure, I take my cluster. This is what I love about them so much, and I lay it where it's going to go, and then it helps me decide where I'm going to put things. Then we're going to put our holly. Like that. Now let's get some stamped images on here. See, they all come out different. Just my dryer singing to you. They just all come out different. And like I said, sometimes I just keep going. This is one where I think, well, you probably could get too many, but I think that they're just all so pretty. They just add. And I can pull this piece up or down, or you can move your sprigs up or down if you want it higher. This one's too high, so you would just carefully pull this off and lower it a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to pull off the backings. Thank you, Marcia. You're so sweet. And now I'm going to take my time and place this Yes, dryer, I heard you. There we go. Thanks, Karen. So I like lift. This definitely can be left flat because it's really not flat because the whole cluster is lifted a little bit. But you know me, I just keep adding those dimensionals. I don't know how Stampin' Up! Keeps up with all the dimensionals we use. Such pretty cards. Thank you. Oops. Now, I didn't follow my own rule. I was looking at comments instead of paying attention to what I did, so I never press hard. Well, I should never say never because I just did it. I shouldn't press hard until I've got my card lined up on my grid paper lines, and I'm paying attention to my card, not the comments. Now I can press that straight. Okay. Thanks, Sharon. I'm glad you love it. So very quick and easy clusters, and you can make clusters not just with, Christmas items. Do this with summer items too. Find a pretty flower that you like and all the dies that come with it with leaves and sprigs, and make your clusters, and maybe keep them in a Stampin' Up box, one of the plastic boxes that we can buy, stamp cases. And then when you go to make a card, you have your clusters ready for you to grab and add to a card. Now, I also want to advise you that you should open your paper pumpkin boxes and see what kind of pretty layer pieces you have. You know that it's full. There's vellums, there's cardstocks, there's all kinds of different layer papers in your paper pumpkin that you can now add clusters to. So think about that. I don't know what your favorite is. I don't know. I really like this one, but I like the paper pumpkin layer pieces as well. This box is one piece, simple to make. The winner is going to get a pack sent to her. So with your comments, you could possibly win one of these cards, and I am going to let you pick which one you want when I pick a name on Tuesday. I like the golden burgundy one. Yeah, this I do too. I like this one a lot. Well, foil paper is it just really adds a lot. This one is old-fashioned to me, so that's probably why I like it. Hard to choose a favorite. Okay, well, I only kept you guys for 30-something minutes this time. I've noticed I've been long-winded and keeping you longer than I anticipate or like to, but I just have so much to show you. All right. I would be happy with anyone. Aw, thank you, Sharon. Okay, you guys, you have a nice week. No questions? All right, let me know soon if you want to be in the Fitted Florets class, because I'm starting to make packets, okay? I'm going to close it soon. All right, bye-bye.